I grew up riding just about everything that you could possibly ride. Started when I was a kid in snowmobiles, and then ATV type things, and then a moped. My dad had a moped, and that was the first thing. And then after that, it was different motorcycles, including Honda Shadow. But then my friend died in September 11th, 1991, and he died not far from where I grew up. And that was the end of riding for me. But I still understand and love the community that motorcycle riding is a part of. And I think what's great about the motorcycle riding community is that it's really diverse. And it can be a brotherhood and a sisterhood that really we don't have in our society anymore. I've been practicing motorcycle law for 20 years now. And this last year or so, it just became more and more obvious that motorcycle riders were being discriminated against and being found at fault for accidents that were not their fault. It really came home to me this past winter when I'm sitting having breakfast with one of my sons, and I got a call from a dad who was at a funeral home setting arrangements for his son who had been killed in a motorcycle accident. And it was clearly not his son's fault, but the police had found otherwise. And that's when it became obvious that it was time to start Rider Justice, the advocacy arm of my firm, so that we could really try to help and make a difference in the community. But what Rider Justice does is a number of things. The most important thing, and I think it's probably the most unusual thing that we're going to do, is provide free assistance, legal assistance with traffic tickets for motorcycle riders, that when they get a ticket while riding on the motorcycle, we'll represent them for free in Denver, Arapahoe, and Jefferson County. And if it gets bigger, we'll do more. We are doing free assistance for traffic tickets because we have seen so many cases be decided, I think, the wrong way. The next is working with our state legislature to try to affect better laws to protect our riders out there. And that includes increasing penalties for distracted driving, trying to just make our roads safer for motorcycle riders in general. Over this past couple of years, I've worked with the state legislature, in particular, Senator Lois Court has helped increase the penalties for distracted driving with a mobile device. So other states like New York have strict penalties on having a phone in your hand. People warn you when you go to visit, do not drive with a phone in your hand. And we need to get to that point. The next would be working on community classes like accident scene management and other classes for different groups and organizations to try to get them so that, God forbid, when something does happen, they're prepared as a group or individuals on those rides to really help one another during that terrible time. And so we did this great class this past winter, where it was a 2-day class essentially, and everybody got essentially certified in basic roadside first aid, control the scene, keep it safe, how to move somebody who's been injured, and it was really awesome. I loved it, and I want to make sure we provide more of those continuing throughout the year, over the years, so we can reach as many people as possible. The next would be something we're doing more, just helping with the community rides, more fun, get people together. It really is probably one of the strongest communities in Colorado, and they just love to get together and do things, and we want to help keep that going. The work that I've already been doing for years, decades in the motorcycle community, helping with nonprofits like Biker Down or Randy Run or the Clayton Foundation, and working with other groups like Abate and other groups around the state to really try to help grow their missions. One of the things we're going to do with Rider Justice as well is give free insurance reviews for people. And what we're trying to accomplish with that is to make sure that every rider out there understands that they have to take care of themselves. They can't rely on the at-fault driver to have the right kind of insurance. They just don't. 3/4 or so of the people on Colorado roads don't have it. And the right kind of insurance is maxing out to their level that they can afford of at least $250,000 in underinsured motorist coverage, because that covers you in the event that the other side just doesn't have enough. the main reason I started Rider Justice is to be the advocacy arm of the O'Sullivan Law Firm. I am sickened by law firms or different organizations that say they're there to help, but all they really care about is just trying to get a case. And what I'm trying to do with this, and what I've been doing now for 20 years, is actually be in the community, try to make a difference, try to make the road safer, try to fight the discrimination in a way that just the law firm alone can't. We have to be doing this as an advocacy group out there trying to make a difference. And it is just so important in our community at this point.